Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff and drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that, the time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, I've been wanting to try this one, so hopefully it's good. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. And that's not the case. Actually, no. I've had this item in my possession for a couple weeks now. I went over there. I went out to go visit a friend in a somewhat neighboring town. You know, it's a little bit of a trek, but, you know. And whenever I stop by that particular area, there's one place that I like to go, and I've reviewed any number of things from that place. And it is a place called Rocket Fizz. There's actually a few of them. But this is kind of my favorite one to go to. And Rocket Fizz is a specialty candy and soda shop. Who likes candy and soda? This guy. And I knew going in, I kind of had one or two things that I wanted to pick up. Not like specifically a brand, but like, you know, I wanted like a specific type of soda. And that leads me to this, folks, because it happens to be, boom, it is Colorado Cola. All natural, made with cane sugar, small batch, Rocky Mountain Soda Co. Ooh. Now, thing is, I'm almost certain that I had their root beer. Like, I'm 90-ish% certain that, like, a while back, I reviewed, like, some Rocky Mountain root beer, or whatever it was, or Colorado root beer. I don't know. But I knew I wanted a cola, because, like, I just had a thing for a cola, and never had this before. So let's get a thing for the thing here real quick. Well, it'd probably be better like that, I'm guessing. Maybe. What can I do? I like this. Something. Ha 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 ha! Let's try cola from Colorado, the great state of Colorado. I guess I've never been to Colorado, but I'm sure there's plenty of nice people there. Are you a twist off? Yes, you are. Boy, oh boy, is I thirsty. I've been looking at this thing for 2 weeks in my fridge, like, I'm gonna drink you. Ooh, that has an interesting smell. Ooh. That's nice. I like it. Oh. Goddamn, Colorado. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you not the cola capital of the United States? That is so good. After the first sip, I actually rechecked the label. You saw me do it. Because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't like a flavored cola. Because the scent was almost like a... only thing I could describe it as being somewhat similar to would be like a chocolate-covered cherry. And then when I went to go over there and drink it, like, it has like this kind of like mild fruity note to it that I really don't know that I've had from any cola that isn't a flavored cola. It almost reminds me of, well, reminds me a little bit, but it almost tastes like a cherry cola. But, you know, without the full cherry flavor. But it has like a really interesting flavor profile. Wow. I like this. I like the way that it drinks. Personal preference, I could maybe do with a tad bit more carbonation, but you know, that's just, you know. And when I say a tad, I mean a tad, because, you know, carbonation is obviously going to be vary depending on person to person, what they want. Hell, even culturally, you know, you go, you know, sure, certain countries and stuff, it's probably less or more or whatever. I like some nice carbonation, gives it a nice bite, and it gives it a little extra chunkiness to it, when you go to drink it. This has some chunkiness to it. It's not, again, maybe not quite optimal, but close. So I like the way that it drinks. Has a nice bold flavor to it. And the nice thing about it is the flavor carries for the entire experience. It doesn't drop off or anything like that. From start to finish, it has a lot going on. And that's the sign of a good cola. It has a little depth to it. It's not super deep. It definitely is one of those things where it's a little bit front-loaded. I'd say the best experience that you get from it is that first hit, because again, you get like sort of almost kind of mild fruity notes to it. But then you get a nice deep cola flavor. Again, that's what you want from a cola, or at least what I want. And, I'm doing the show, so if you don't like it, get your own show. It's not like it's a hard thing to do. But no, I really like what it's doing. But again, it's got a nice flavor. It has an interesting flavor profile, but I wouldn't say it's like a complex flavor. That's the thing. Really nice flavor, interesting flavor, deep flavor, but not the most complex. That's about its only weakness, I would say. Certain colas, you can do a little bit more, make it a little bit fancier, what have you, add in extra herbs and spices and all that stuff to make it fancier. But whatever they did with this is really good cola. That is just so nice. It's rewarding to drink. And here's the thing. Any good cola, really good cola, should have the factor. What do I mean by that? And it just makes it taste better. And this definitely has it. This is a really good cola. Yeah, what a great way to start out my day. All right. Okay, well, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Absolutely and absolutely. I think this is a really good cola. I don't know if I'd say it's like my outright favorite, but in terms of it surprised the hell out of me. Because cola, when you think of cola in terms of the soda pantheon, it's certainly near the top, right? You have Coke, you have Pepsi, obviously big names. But the thing is, it can, because of that, sometimes seem a little bit basic, whereas, you have vibrant fruity flavors and old style stuff, but cola is an old style soda, and just because it's become very prevalent doesn't mean it's lost that edge. Excuse me. And it's always interesting to see what companies do with it, outside of the big ones. And I've never had a cola quite like this. This is a really nice cola that, again, I'm not going to say it's, the outright best colas I've ever had, but that is just a damn good cola that is providing a really unique and really nice experience. In fact, if you watch my channel long enough, you might know what's coming. I'm going to call this the business. I'm going a little bit out on a limb with this one. It's not the most businessy of businesses that I've ever handed out, but if you're unfamiliar, when I refer to something as the business, that means that effectively I see it as being pretty much a perfect item. It's presentation, the way it's constructed, you could tweak it a little bit here or there. It's not, it doesn't have to be without a certain level of criticism, but it's just that damn good. And while, yes, there are little tweaks that I can make to this, just to fit my personal preference. And again, I'm not saying it's the best cola I've ever had, but it is I genuinely think it's an extremely nice cola, and it is doing things I've never quite experienced from a cola before. And for me personally, this is a cola that I absolutely want to go back to. I am going to pick up more of this because I really like it. And if I'm recommending it, I absolutely am. I think if you're a cola fan, I'm going to go as far as to say you kind of owe it to yourself to try this one. You know, Colorado, you know what the fuck. I don't know all about your ins and outs and what you're doing, zons and stuff, but at least as cola is concerned, you guys fucking nailed it as far, because I just really, really like this. And I think that, again, I think other people, but I will say, it is a little bit of it's a soda drinker's cola. And what I mean by that is, and I don't mean to seem like gatekeepy or anything like that, but like, if you're just very passive about it, your cola, or your soda drinking and stuff, if it just is what it is for you, this might be a little bit lost on you. But again, I think if you're somebody who you enjoy that soda experience, for it being the treat that it is, that's where this really comes into play. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there yourselves truly Colorado-tastic rest of your life. I think my cousin lives in Colorado now. I don't know. He goes all over the country, so he's a bit of a modern-day hippie. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, if you happen to be from Colorado or if you spend any substantial amount of time there or whatever, let me know. Let me in on their soda process, is it like, I imagine obviously they have, all the big name stuff and everything like that. But like, is there like a proud soda heritage there, because like, I don't think of soda I don't think of soda when I think of Colorado, but like, damn, I'm proud of you, Colorado. Anyway, bye.